let's talk about the 4 different types of PMOS. Remember, PMOS now stands for Polyendocrine Metabolic Ovarian Syndrome. Greatest transformation that's happened recently in the woman in this space. And then if you're interested in my coaching, I also have a free quiz down below you could fill out and figure out what PMOS type that you are. But shoot me the word bloom in my DMs if you have any questions, and we could just check. Insulin resistance. Most women with this condition have insulin resistance, and actually a lot of women around the world have insulin resistance but don't really know. They just think it's stubborn fat. They just think it's you can't get rid of your little pooch. You can't really get rid of everything that you're feeling, but a lot of times there's a possibility it might be insulin resistant. You could be insulin resistant and know by having, that stomach fat that we just talked about. You can have energy crashes in the afternoon. You can have intense carb cravings at night. Irregular hormones. Here's the deal. Intense training, working out, and intense calorie deficits sometimes can really affect insulin resistance and make it worse. Now, this is where the blood sugar stabilization is key to help stabilize your insulin resistance and kind of minimize it. Adrenal PMOS. Adrenal fatigue, you've heard it, cortisol, all the little terms that you've heard, but they're very real. This is driven by your stress. Adrenal glands, your stress hormone, which makes you hold on to weight. So rather than being insulin resistant, your stress is constantly up, so your body's constantly in fight or flight. So essentially on this type, it's all about nervous system regulation and stabilizing, staying safe, making your body feel safe, making your body feel like it can lose fat, it can balance your hormones, it can actually feel good in the temple that it is. Inflammatory PMOS. This is driven by chronic inflammation in your body. And this could be from other autoimmune conditions you may have, like I have Hashimoto's and type 1 diabetes on top of my PMOS, or it's really centered around your gut health. So how is your gut health? Is your microbiome out of the whack? Do you take over-the-counter medications all the time, which is wrecking your gut microbiome, and you have more bad bacteria in your gut rather than good bacteria? Are you constantly eating inflammatory foods that your body doesn't feel safe and to deal with and manage? And then there's postpartum, post-pill PMOS. So essentially, since going through pregnancy and then postpartum, your hormones are naturally going to be out of whack, and you have to learn to stabilize those and work with your body to get back to its natural state, which will take time. But you have so many hormonal fluctuations, especially if you are breastfeeding. Once you have your little crashes, you have to manage those. With this, you are going to go through an ebb and flow until you get to your regular baseline to manage your symptoms. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just having my baby almost a year ago is the fluctuations and balancing what your body is saying. So I do, if you're interested to figure out which type that you are, I do have that free quiz down below. It's like 8 questions and takes no time, but you'll be able to get a little bit of an answer of where you're at and where you could start looking. And then from there, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, we can go deeper into that. That is it for this video. Let me know down below what you get from that quiz. Subscribe, like, comment, shoot me a DM if you want to chat more, and I will see you tomorrow.